Hey everybody, it's Chris back with another review for the Blue Collar Beer Gourmet. Today we have an exceptionally rainy day here in Vegas. I'm hoping that I'm able to be heard over the sound of the rain beating against the air conditioning unit over here. Thought about maybe postponing the review, and I thought, no, I think this adds character to it. So it's bad lighting, and I look 8 shades more red than I even normally am. But let's go ahead and try this out anyway. So today's selection is the Trumerpils from Trumer Brewery. They are out of Berkeley, California. However, apparently they started in Salzburg, Germany. Here's a little bit, let's see. With its spicy nose, brisk carbonation, balanced hopping, and a crisp finish, award-winning Trumerpils is a class by itself. It goes on to explain and show you all the awards that it's won, all of this. Great information, including best by date, which is 2 months from now. What is not on here is an ABV, and those of you who watch this program regularly know I don't like brewers who don't put ABVs on their cans. I think it's extremely irresponsible. So I'm not going to say I'm angry or anything like that, but it puts me in a different frame of mind when a brewer fails to provide their ABV. But I did do a little research, and according to Untappd, the ABV is 4.9. But according to Beer Advocate, it's 4.8. Now that's not a huge variance. However, the lesson learned here, gang, is when you don't put the ABV on the can yourself, you're basically waiting for the speculation of outside sources. I did pay $1.99 for this 12-ounce can. I just told you the ABVs accordingly, and according to Untappd, it has 26 IBUs, which is very low and about right for a Pilsner. You're not expecting a whole lot of that. 4 of my friends on Untappd have given this a cumulative score of 3.81. 6,374 of us given it a cumulative score of 3.45. Beer Advocate, a total of 659 reviews, have given it a cumulative score of 3.83, which on their score is a very good. Once again, for some reason, no date listing when it was originally reviewed. Okay, so I did a little, and I wanted to do a little homework on the Pilsner, and so here's what I discovered. The history of the Pilsner begins with blondes, actually. The first blonde ale in 1842 was made in Pilsen, which led the way to Pilsners. At that time, if a beer did not come from the region of Pilsen in what is now the Czech Republic, formerly Czechoslovakia, it could not be called a Pilsner. What made a beer a Pilsner was the decoction mashing to make perfect wort, cold fermentation to minimize spoiling, and lengthy lagering to achieve stabilization. Now, if you're wondering what decoction was, which I was myself, I looked it up. It's the liquor resulting from concentrating the essence of a substance by heating or boiling. What's more, a little bit more reading about the history of Pilsners, I learned that affordable crystal clear glassware helped the world's first transparent blonde beer, the aforementioned blonde beer, first brewed in 1842 in Pilsen, achieve world renown. In 1899, a Munich court formally stripped the original brewers of any exclusivity in the name of the used Pilsner. However, what I have noticed, and I have read more than once, and I cannot, verify this to be 100% true, is that out of respect, German brewers used to call their beers Pils rather than Pilsners, because it's one of those deals whereby being on one side of the hill creates a certain humidity or shadow or shade for the hops, which creates a different this, which creates a different that, blah blah blah. These are nuances you are more than welcome to go and study and learn all about. If that's your scene, it's not mine. Simply, I like the history of it, and I learned that, as I said, German brewers apparently, in order to show respect to their Czech counterparts who had created the variety, referred to their beers as Pils rather than Pilsners. And this is in fact called Trumerpils. The original brewery was in Salzburg. This American satellite is in Did I say Berkeley? Did I say red? Yeah, Berkeley, California. All right, so going to be using my Pilsen glass, and you are not getting the true color because nothing is the true color on this, because I'm having to use such strange lighting. Normally the lighting is behind me. This time the lighting is in front of me. Fortunately, I can see now that there's enough daylight that I'm coming in not quite as red as I was, but right now I think I'm basically just this black blob back there. Okay, so here is the beer. You are seeing it several shades darker than it truly is. It is very, very light. Actually, a little less carbonation than you might expect for a Pilsner. I mean, there's plenty of carbonation, but I'm used to Pilsners just, volumes and volumes of bubbles. This is just regular amount. The head is dissipating actually fairly quickly. This is sort of a wispy head. It appears resilient at first, but if you could see the top of this, you would see that tiny little bubbles are going burst, burst, burst all over the place. It sure smells like a Pilsner. I don't know whether it's these specific hops. I know, Kitty. I don't know whether it's the specific hops or whether it's. I've heard before it's the yeast that they use, but there is a very, very specific smell to Pilsners. It's a certain weedy smell that you can't really find with any other variety. So here it is one last time before I dig in and start drinking. And as you can notice, if you saw before, the head is already down by a good, 2-3 centimeters. So let's get to drinking and cheers. That is a truly textbook Pilsner. Just in cleanliness, in sparkle. It's clean, it's light, it's vibrant. It's what I like about Pilsners in particular is I always feel refreshed after a Pilsner. And well, especially the good ones. If it's a good Pilsner, I definitely feel refreshed. And this is a refreshing Pilsner. Truly textbook, honestly. This is a great beer. I would probably be giving this a 4.5, but it loses a 0.25 for not having an ABV on the can. My rules, my reviews, my standards. So I got to say this is a good beer. This is a really good beer. If you're a Pilsner fan like I am, Pilsner is probably my favorite light beer, meaning light in color and complexity as opposed to light in calories. I really like this beer. I think it's a good beer, and I think they've made themselves a good Pilsner. I'm not surprised at all to learn that this is an original German recipe that made its way into Berkeley, California. Cheers to it. All right, gang. So until next time, drink good beer. Don't break the bank doing it, and hopefully I'll have better lighting and better weather for my review. Cheers, guys. Bye.